right. Good morning, everyone. This is Rioma and Aiden in our new podcast called The Wrong Opinion, where we talk about stuff mostly people care about, some people don't. And today we're going to talk about a couple things, starting with Alinity, because it happened literally last night.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised when I saw this on Twitter. Like, I was just like, really? Out of all the things that could have happened, it happened, but it happened to Alinity.
Of course it would happen to Alinity, bro. And guess what? She's not going to get banned.
Of course not. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, basically last night Alinity was streaming on Twitch and she had a nip slip. Now, it's very embarrassing. I am going to acknowledge the fact that she's probably embarrassed. She probably was not expecting that to happen, obviously. But the problem with it is that, and why she should be banned, is that male Twitch streamers have been banned for much less. If a guy shows his nipple on Twitch, he'll get banned. It's happened. I'm pretty sure a few people who have shown their nipples, even by accident or on purpose, doesn't really matter, they've gotten banned. And this is male streamers.
I mean, people have gotten banned just for opening a link or something that goes into a dick pic or something, and they get banned instantly. But Alinity lets our dog sniff her out during the live stream, and everything's okay.
Dude,
so
that's just gross.
Twitch is not biased, dude. Twitch is not biased. It's never been biased. It's always been a fair platform.
I love Twitch. It's the best.
Love Twitch.
Love Twitch.
I love the girls. I mean Twitch, yeah, definitely. That's what I was talking about.
Like, I'm kind of on the fence though about her getting banned though, because I mean she definitely should be banned, but for all the other things that she's done, I think that a nip slip is just already embarrassing as hell. I'm not Alinity, so I don't know like how she personally feels, but for the majority of people, I feel like if a private part of theirs was shown that they were not intending to show, it's just embarrassing, and you know, you'd like to pretend that didn't happen. But all the other things that she's done leading up to this moment, I feel like she should have been banned a long time ago. I'm just trying to be, I guess empathetic towards something like that happening, being shown to thousands of people.
No, definitely. She's also a human being, so you guys gotta be, people just on the internet just gotta be a bit more sensitive about it. Like,
yeah,
we already got
people are sorry. There was someone who tweeted who said that they got suspended because every hour or every death or something like that, every time something happened, they added one more picture of Alinity's nip slip. And I'm just like, how much of an idiot are you? One, that's insensitive. Like, you're just a jerk. And two, obviously you're gonna get suspended because you're purposely putting a picture of someone else like body part on your stream every time you die.
Nobody cares until it happens to them. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Everybody wants to see Alinity down, so nobody cares about her feelings. She's done a lot of bad things
to be down.
Yes.
But I just think that a nip slip is just embarrassing, and people shouldn't continue to post the picture of it.
Can we copy strike PewDiePie? Y'all remember that? Yeah, that was a thing.
That was the worst.
And then everything with the dog. There's a compilation on YouTube of the dog. Like,
a poor fucking dog, bro.
Of the dog,
and her
bro.
cat.
Like,
she fucking threw her cat.
Yeah, that was cringe.
And fucking gave it vodka.
Cringe.
She deserves to be banned. There is no doubt that she should be banned. I'm just saying that we need to not post pictures of her nip slip and make fun of that, and rather just add it to the list of reasons why she should be banned, rather than making memes out of her private body part. Bruh, that's all I think.
The Twitch simp lords won't let that happen, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh, I saw a tweet where someone was showing how there was a Twitch mod in her chat at the time it was happening.
No way.
I mean, yeah, way. Like, there's screenshots. There's screenshots. It's there. He was sitting there while it was happening.
And he was like, oh, it's just an accident, so nothing should happen. Hey, at least he didn't fire a gun on stream, so I guess it's not as bad.
Okay, I'm definitely, some people might disagree with me, but I do think that was deserving of a ban. Drinking alcohol and shooting a gun is not a good mix.
No,
I feel like
definitely.
maybe not
I'm
like a
not
lifetime ban, but maybe at least like 3 months.
a good amount of time, but I really did not think a lifetime ban was warranted. But you know, they prefer female streamers on their platform, so oh, and Ninja.
And well, they don't like Ninja anymore. He's
They
definitely
don't
not
like Ninja
banned anymore.
anymore. Who is it? It's Doctor Disrespect, right? Doctor Disrespect
Yeah,
is like the second one. Yeah,
yeah,
they only
that's
like
it.
Doctor Disrespect now because they don't care.
And then, have you heard about the Suzy Liu situation?
Oh, bruh. I love Suzy Liu. She's like my favorite reaction YouTuber. I love it when she reacts to full anime episodes, so I don't have to watch them myself. And I love getting them first on her website. I don't actually have to pay for her Patreon to get them first because they're the ones who get it last.
Oh my god. She's actually launching a subscription service for her website. So now people, not only is she going to be putting the entire anime on her website that she has no right to use, but she's also going to be putting ads on her website. So she's also making revenue from like Google ads. And then she's also going to make people pay for the website. At this point, just put it on an OnlyFans. Just put all the anime on an OnlyFans. It'll do it
Look,
for you. You don't have to make the website.
my problem with her is that she's technically, we don't know if it's her, but all of the videos that have been flagged down or taken down have been critical of her and nothing else. So I'm just gonna go on a limb and say it was her. So all the videos that people have been making critical of her, of Suzy Liu, have been flagged down. We got Tipster's video, we got John Swan's video, who were targeted for harassment and bullying. There was I don't know if you know this guy, but Tipster News, he was a YouTuber who did a podcast with, well, not a podcast, he did a video with a lawyer speaking if Mark After Dark's video, which was a parody of her Last Guardian gameplay, it was highly edited, right? So it was definitely fair use, and he was talking to a lawyer about it, about how it was fair use, and for some reason it got taken down as bullying and harassment.
So
And
wait, they were looking at his own gameplay as a
it
parody?
was her reaction because she reacted like very emotionally to the Last Guardian, and Mark After
Oh,
Dark basically memed it,
oh,
and
I
he put his
see.
own gameplay and stuff. But the thing is, we're dealing with a woman who says she has the copyright to her face, so I don't really care, like, to take her seriously.
I mean, she does have the copyright to her face, I guess. I don't even know how that works, but it's just a whole mess because the anime companies know what's going on. Like the studios know what's happening, and that's why like she originally had it on her Patreon. So that's why she had to remove it from her Patreon because it's against TOS. And now she's creating her own website, which now she's going to be heavily monetizing. Does she not realize that's going to open her up to even more lawsuits? Like,
You know,
I
her
don't.
YouTube was taken down for that reason, right? For
Yeah,
all
but then it
those
got
anime
brought back
reactions.
up, right?
Yeah, it got brought back up, like literally the day after. And we have YouTubers, which YouTube accounts have been hacked, taken, stolen, and they don't get a response for months. But Suzy Liu gets terminated for copyright abuse, and then she calls up her little YouTube friend, hello, no, 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 and then she gets her YouTube back the next day.
That's ridiculous.
Nice. I love YouTube. It's a good platform.
I don't
It honestly
understand
is.
how they were able to get it back up. Like, what argument were they able to make that said, actually, this is fair use because she plays the videos at half opacity and she cuts out some of it. Like, what was the argument that they
I
made?
think Brett, have you seen John Swan's video on it? I want everyone to watch John Swan's video on this because it's fantastic. And Tipster, and Nick Diorio, they've all been covering this situation very, very well. Her watching those anime like episodes, they're terrible. There's no commentary. Like, I would understand if there was commentary, but there is no commentary. It's literally just her being like, whoa, oh my god, for like 18 minutes. They did a comparison of her watching anime to her commentating The video was 18 minutes. It was like 3 minutes of her talking and 15 minutes of the anime.
Yeah,
That
when
is
I think
not.
about fair use, I like to think back to the H3H3 lawsuit, because something that was very like prominent and something that people took away from that was that if the majority of the video is your own content, even if like you have someone else's content in there, if the majority of it is your content, I think it has to be like a certain percentage, don't quote me on that, but like if the majority of it is your own content and you're able to remove someone else's content and your content is still entertaining, like it's still there, then it should be under fair use. And hers just isn't. Like if you remove the anime from the video, it's no longer there. It falls apart. But like if someone like H3H3 is making a skit, like you can remove the video. Like you could easily remove it. You'll still know what they're talking about. You'll still know that they're making fun of someone. And if you really feel like it, you could then go afterwards and look at what video they're talking about specifically. But they don't require you to actually see the video for you to know what's going on. But her content requires you to watch the anime to understand what she's gasping at. Like that's it.
No, man. I mean, I guess she's just another way to watch anime.
Yeah, the
People
new
are
kids
reporting
anime.
her though. They're reporting her towards all the anime people. And I mean, I must commend them because that's literally stealing. But, she has a lawyer boyfriend and everything he says to her that she's doing is right.
Did he actually finish law school? I heard he went to law school, but did he actually like graduate? Is he a lawyer? Like
I
really? Or
don't
did he just
know.
go?
I think
Because
I
I could go to law
think
school too and just say, hey, yeah, this is true.
yo, I
But that
went
doesn't
to I
mean
went to law school even though I failed the first semester, but I did go.
all I took was intro to computers. But I'm a computer scientist.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I mean, the thing is, she's not handling this the best way because if she leaves YouTube, YouTube won't protect her from copyright claims against other companies. So if she moves everything to her own website, she's just opening up for more lawsuits, and it's ridiculous.
I mean,
You
that's
know,
true, but YouTube is like right now, if she leaves YouTube, it's going to remove like all sources of income, because once her website gets taken down, which it will, from all the people who are witch hunting her, not that she doesn't deserve it, but from all the people that are literally like hunting her down and looking at her every move, it's not gonna stay up that long. But I can see the kind of thought process she's making. Like she clearly wants to get off of YouTube because obviously her channel is capable of being taken down for the right reasons, and I doubt that if it keeps happening, her YouTube contact is going to be able to keep vouching for her. But eventually she's going to need to find a platform where she's able to literally steal content and re-upload it. I mean, I don't think it's going to work. I think she should move towards, some other kind of content, but that's I guess she doesn't want to, but she's eventually going to be taken down. It's just a matter of time. And right now, if she loses her YouTube channel, that's going to be the majority of her income. And she's trying to like supplement that, but that's not going to work either. So I don't know what she's going to do, but it's going to happen eventually. She's going to lose her platform. She's going to lose it all.
I know I made a joke about it before we started this topic, but her fans are even complaining because they buy her Patreon to see the reactions. And not only does she not post the reactions on her Patreon first, like just good editing and good quality, she posts them on her website and on YouTube before she posts it on her Patreon. And it makes no sense because people pay for the Patreon to watch the videos and her content, but they're the last ones who get it. And they're the ones giving her money to continue stealing people's, content. And it's just crazy. Like she has no moral character. No respect. Apparently there's a rumor going around that she's going to get sued by somebody, by some anime company. We'll see how it goes. If her YouTube gets taken down again and it gets reinstated again, she obviously has somebody on YouTube working for her, getting her YouTube back. And that is isn't that like violating one of the terms of YouTube?
I don't know about that one. I mean, tons of people have YouTube contacts. I mean, if my main channel with the size it was, like maybe 3 years ago, I probably would have had a YouTube contact too. It's just that so many, like, it's harder to get a YouTube contact than it was before because so many channels are reaching limits that it was harder to reach back then, or requirements are becoming harder. So, I mean, people definitely have YouTube contacts and they definitely use them to the best of their ability. It's just becoming harder.
I mean, YouTube obviously likes her. They put her, in the best YouTube Rewind, the 2019 YouTube Rewind. They
Oh,
obviously
the
like her for
best.
some reason. Oh God, I love Watch Mojo. Anyway, I mean, they like her enough to put her in there, so obviously she must have some liking in the YouTube company sphere.
Maybe we're in the wrong business, man. Maybe we should just be watching anime and making people pay for it.
I already told you about Project Melody. We should just be doing that. That's money, bro. Money.
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 Well,
Just let's make an anime girl AVI, start a Twitch channel, get on what's it called? VR chat, bro. Bro, money. Money.
but speaking of money and Twitch,
Oh.
Invadervie basically had
Ooh.
a viral clip where she e-begged during a global pandemic for people to give her money, saying that $5 is not a lot of money during a pandemic where people are literally dying, people are worried about how they're going to pay their rent, and people are literally out of their jobs because their jobs aren't essential businesses.
Look, $20? You can buy a whole meal with $20. Twitch subscriptions are just $5. So you're either one, not donating because you don't want to, and if you don't have the money, you obviously need to get a job, because if you don't even have $5 to donate to me, then you obviously are poor and you gotta get a job. You gotta
I
go
love
somewhere and
how,
get a
like,
job.
incorrect. That's
Queen, please
exactly.
take my $5. Queen, please acknowledge my existence. Read my donation, please. Read my
Honestly,
donation.
bro. Like, I just,
Look, yeah,
yeah,
that was kind of cringe. That was a cringe. I call that the cringe moment. The weekly cringe moment was definitely that this time. Um,
definitely was. But she apologized.
she did.
After she lost, yeah, after she lost 80,000 followers and probably just as many, uh, you know, subscribers, in ratio, she probably lost like a ton of subs as well as the 80,000 followers. It's because then later on she gave a very well spoken apology, and I think she is trying to bounce back from that. But I do think she only apologized because she realized that everyone hated her for it and everyone stopped following her, and she lost incredible numbers. Like, I've never seen someone lose 80,000
We
followers.
definitely saw a true side of her in that moment.
Oh, definitely.
Like that was crazy. That was cringe. Like I said, cringe moment of the week. I've never seen somebody besides Bunny, right?
Yeah, Bad
And
Bunny.
she said she was memeing or whatever. I don't care. But I've
That was a
never seen
lie.
somebody like take it so seriously to call out your viewers and call them lazy. And like I've never seen something like that.
I mean, Bad Bunny basically said the same exact thing, almost verbatim. Almost verbatim. Like, she was about to cry. Like, she was so mad in. Like, Bad Bunny was so mad in her clip that she looked like she was going to cry. And she says, "How do you have time to watch Twitch, but you don't have $5?" That's basically the same argument of, like, how do you have time to sit here if you don't have money? Go get a job. That's basically what Invadervie added on to that. Like, they both had like the same exact take. But like, what I don't get is how Invadervie, like, she's a Twitch streamer, she's a female Twitch streamer. I'm sure she saw the Bad Bunny clip. Everyone saw the Bad Bunny clip. It was trending on YouTube for a good couple of days. How do you not see that and then go on like literally like what 2-3 months later, not even, and then do the same exact thing and expect it to go better for you? Like, she probably wasn't expecting it to go viral. Her numbers were probably like really low before this, and then after that clip went viral, more people saw it than they even watch her. I'm sure that was the case. Like, I didn't watch her and I saw it, so I'm sure it got very big simply because of that take she had. But how do you see that and then have the same exact take a couple months later during the coronavirus of all times? How do you think that's gonna work for you? I don't get what she thought was gonna happen there.
Haha, funny moment, funny moment. Funny Twitch moment, Twitch compilation, Twitch stream fails. Number 52. No, man, it's definitely bad. It's definitely a bad take. She can definitely bounce back, though. I feel like her apology was pretty solid. I honestly feel like she danced around the word "I'm sorry." Definitely. In her apology, like, she did a really good apology. Oh, those things I said before did not represent who I am or what I stand for. That was a mistake, and that's it, you know. But I understand, but that's just me.
I mean, I don't really think the word "I'm sorry" was necessary because I don't know. I feel like no one's ever going to be happy. Like with an apology, like you could say "I'm sorry," but then people will say, "Yeah, but sorry isn't good enough." So instead of saying "I'm sorry," she said what people would normally consider to be quote unquote good enough. Like, you know, she explained that what she said was like horrible and disgusting, and how she wants to own up to her actions, and how like just this one day where she, you know, owns up to her actions isn't going to make it better forever. Like, she does acknowledge that people were hurt and that it is a horrible time and people have lost jobs. She did acknowledge that. And I don't think it was necessary to say the words "I'm sorry," because she said so much more that was just more meaningful than just leaving it at "I'm sorry."
I don't know, man, because PewDiePie, after his situation, he said, "I'm sorry, this was a mistake. It is my mistake," and that's it. And people loved it. But at the same time, to do a contrapoint to my point, he is the biggest YouTuber with one of the biggest fan bases. He could do anything, and his fans would back him up 100%. But I get your point. I get your point. I just feel like if she would have said, "I'm sorry," because some people are never going to be happy with whatever apology you give them. It doesn't matter. In life, some people are just never satisfied. If she would have just said, "Oh, I'm sorry. The things I said do not represent my ideas or what I believe. I want to apologize to my viewers for da da da," and that's it. But she extended that to like 5 minutes.
I don't
And
think
just
so.
kept
That would
going.
have been worse. If she would have just said, "Oh, I'm sorry, blah, 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 it was disgusting," and then just went back to playing games, it would have seemed like she didn't learn her lesson.
Does she play games? I don't know if
Yeah,
she
she
plays
plays
games.
games. I thought she just did just chatting, but she played the day that she did the apology, she played Breath of the Wild. But the thing that I
Oh,
liked about the apology was that she didn't just give a 2 sentence apology. She extended the apology, she explained it, but not only that, but she also answered questions that people had. Like, people were constantly asking her questions throughout the stream. They asked her questions during the apology. She addressed those questions. She continued to address those questions. And I don't think at any point she ever said like, "Oh, this is over, stop asking about it." Like, if like that would have been a nail in the coffin.
no,
But she
definitely. That would have
continued
been
like to at
terrible.
least practice patience and talk about the situation. She sat there for hours that day and allowed people to continue like bringing it up, and people said things like, "Oh, I have respect for you for apologizing." And when someone said that, she said, "Well, I like what I said isn't going to fix what happened. Like, today it's not going to be fixed, tomorrow it's not going to be fixed. Like, what I said brought people a lot of pain, and just an apology is not going to take away what I said." Like, I feel like when someone else makes a mistake, the next day they're like, "Dude, I made an apology video, like, I can't please everyone, blah, 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 like, get over it." And that's not how you deal with it. While Invader V was like, "Yeah, what I did was horrible. We can sit here and have a conversation about it, And I want you guys to understand that I am aware that what I did was horrible, and that's what I can appreciate about this situation.
Was she good at Breath of the Wild though? At
I don't
least.
know, man. I'm trash at Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild. Okay, I'm trash at Breath of the Wild,
Okay.
but she's farther than I ever got, so I guess maybe.
Maybe. I'm not good at Breath of the Wild either, to be honest. No, but definitely I take your point. I definitely understand it. I definitely do give her points for sitting down and taking questions. Because, like, I feel like at that point, when you call out your own fans and call them lazy, you really don't have, like, the clout to just sit there and be like, oh, I don't feel like answering questions right now. This conversation's over. Like, you don't have that clout capital. You lost clout capital once you said that your fans are poor and irresponsible with their money. Like, rule number one, never insult your own fans. That's like playing Uno, and every time you're going to play your last card, you don't say Uno on purpose. That's crazy. These are the people that support you, that come to your streams. I don't know if she streams daily or bi-weekly, but I'm just going to keep going. Like, every day they come to your streams to interact with you, they donate to you. How could you just make fun of the same people who give you a livelihood? I don't understand. Like, unless your fans did something toxic or something and they're just being out of control, I understand. But she was just mad. It's, that is, I've never seen someone so entitled. Ever.
Dude, it's
But I mean,
horrible. Like, people think that because they sit at their computer playing a game that they're entitled to people to pay them, and that's not it. Like, I feel like if you're bringing a lot of value to someone and you think that that is worth, $5, I can understand that. If you're like busting your ass and working really hard and for some reason you're still not getting anywhere, I can understand the frustration. But it's not someone else's job to give you money. It's your job to give them value and hope that that will in turn into, monetization. Then maybe make a YouTube channel. Like, get YouTube ads, get sponsors. Like, YouTube ad revenue, it's kind of horrible, but at least it'll supplement those moments when you're not, getting your most Twitch numbers.
she should just take her VODs, record them, put them on YouTube, put ads on them.
Yeah,
Boom.
that's all she
That's
has to
it.
do. Like,
That's
even
all
if
she
she
has
cuts
to
them
do.
down to 10 minutes, like, it's still gonna supplement those moments when, she might be thinking, oh, my Twitch subs are down, my numbers are down, this is kind of stressful, I have bills to pay. Like, I get it. She might have bills to pay, she might have, things that she's worried about, but at no point should she end up taking that out on her audience. She should try to find another source of income.
I hope if we get big, I really hope you gotta take me out to the outback. You gotta take me outback, and you gotta be like, Ness, look at all these pretty trees. Oh, Aiden, they are really pretty, but I really wish my Twitch fans donated more money to me. Like, who do they think they are? They're just sitting there. Boom, the forest goes quiet, and that's what you gotta do, man. I never wanna. You can't. I don't want to be the one that lives long enough to see himself become the villain.
So I guess let's add the fourth horseman of the apocalypse, which is Katerino.
Yo, I have to tell you something, Aiden. I'm I'm actually Katerino's 17th boyfriend. I I met her online, and she said if I gave her money, she would talk to me like for 5 minutes. And
Damn,
I said,
bro.
here, have my money. I saved it up for my allowance. Take it, please. Oh, bruh, that's a mess. Katerina's a mess. I honestly don't feel bad for her. But that's just crazy, dude. You basically got kicked off your esports team. Everybody is hounding you on the internet, calling you a whore. Like, that's just crazy. Like, how could you How could you like date like six
It's 7
guys?
guys. It's not even 6, it's 7 now. There's a
How could
7th
you date?
dude.
How could you date or flirt or whatever with 7 guys for clout and think nothing's ever gonna happen?
I don't get it. Like, they all have like some kind of influence in the game right now. Like, Carson is pretty much the top one because he has like what, a million, 2 million like subs. So it's like, how do you think that this is gonna go when you're publicly like flirting with Carson? How do the other guys not know? Like, besides Fitz, because he knew that Carson and Kate were dating and he slept with her anyway. But besides Fitz, how did all the other guys not know about that? I kind of have a theory. I have a theory that she was originally with the manager, or she was with some guy, like she was just with like maybe hometown Brian, like just some dude that she was with, or maybe like some other like streamer that she knew, and then she got a manager. The manager was like, "Hey, like we could get together. I'll help you out, but when other guys come around with more money, also get with them." I feel like manager boy definitely knew what was going on, because how are you her manager and not watching the streams or aware what's going on with her career? Like, hello, Carson made that career, so how are you not aware? So she was probably like, yeah, I'm kind of dating Carson, but we're not really together. Like, you know how it is. I'm just using him. So manager boy was probably like, yeah, that's
I would
fine.
date Carson if he, not long distance, but if he moved over here, I would definitely date him. Oh, I wasn't actually dating him. I only said that I would if he moved over here. I'm not flirting with him or anything.
Bro, that's
Bruh.
horrible.
I feel bad for Carson. I really do.
I mean, yeah, I think that if you're gonna be actively a part of the flirting and allowing them to think they have a chance, then it's wrong on you. But at the same time, if you're not dating, there's no reason. Like, he got her presents because it was his choice. They weren't dating. It wasn't like, he wanted to get something for his girlfriend. At that point, it's, I want to get something hoping that this girl will date me. But there's no guarantee. She doesn't belong to you. So I feel like it's only your fault if you simp that hard, because it's just like, you're not dating. Why are you putting in so much effort? Like, no one's making you. She's not asking. If she was asking, then it's different. But if she's not asking you to do that and you're doing it anyway, then it's your own fault for getting cucked. Like, no one told you to do that. And I've heard many different things, like Carson being her boyfriend, like he was her boyfriend, but then other people were like, they didn't even meet IRL, they weren't really even together like that, because while she's flying out to see other dudes, she never met
L's.
Carson IRL.
Straight
So it's like,
L's.
Carson kind of just simped.
Everybody
He
involved.
just simped.
Straight L's. No one
Like,
won. This
no
is
one
like
won.
a mass casualty situation.
She wasn't
Bruh,
your girl.
it's
It was only your
insane.
turn. That's
It's
pretty
just-
much what happened.
Yeah, but I just want to apologize, man. I should have told you I was her 17th boyfriend before we started the podcast, but now everybody knows,
Damn, bro.
We're gonna get flagged for bullying. We're gonna get flagged for what is it, like
Harassment.
harassment? We're gonna get flagged for lying.
Slander.
Yeah. We're gonna get flagged for slander.
Yeah, definitely. He said he was my 17th boyfriend, but joke's on him, I stopped at 12.
I stopped at 12.
I'm waiting for someone else to come out. I feel like some of these guys might just be in that gray area of we were talking, although I'm not entirely sure. Like, there was that one clip of some guy at TwitchCon like, can I bring my girlfriend? And it's like, okay, so he obviously called her his girlfriend. She was aware of that, so there's no getting around that one. But it's possible that maybe she just slept with a guy and he thought they were together. Like, there's the gray area of like, are we dating or are we kind of just like talking? Are they just like sleeping together? Like, I feel like if it's in that gray area, like, yes, it's wrong of her to mess with so many people at one time, but if she's not legitimately like committed to people, then it's kind of just dating. And I feel like people forget that you're allowed to date. The problem is you can't tell someone that you're exclusive and then go out and like sleep with a bunch of people. Then you're not exclusive. That's cheating. But I feel like Carson was in a gray area because if they weren't like officially dating and they were just talking, then they weren't dating and he's just a simp, you know?
Bruh, it sucks. Like, I feel bad for Carson. He thought he had a chance, and then he got cucked.
I love how Fitz was the bad guy up until everyone was like, there's a third and fourth and fifth and sixth and seventh boyfriend.
I'm telling you. It's gonna be like Scott Pilgrim, the League of Evil Exes, dude. Up in here, bruh. Hi, I'm Katerino, but to date me, you gotta defeat my 7 evil exes.
Dude! Dude, that's so good. Can someone make that a game, please? That's so good.
You gotta cuck my 7 evil boyfriends, dude. Oh, God.
That's so good.
That was a mistake. Katerino, just like leave the internet for a bit. Leave the internet.
Yeah, honestly.
Just for a bit, and then come back later. Yeah, bro. Her 8th boyfriend, the man behind the slaughter. Oh, my God. I think he's the nicest guy out of all of them, to be honest.
I definitely think he's a winner. Yo, she's having her own version of The Bachelor at home.
At home. Quarantine Bachelorette. What's up?
But I think we've talked about the 4 horsemen of the coronavirus apocalypse: Alinity, Suzy, Invadervie, Katerino. A lot has happened. I feel like it's just a coincidence that we only talked about women. I just haven't been. I don't know what else is going on, but
we can make it equal and talk about Onision, but I don't feel like getting canceled on the first one, so we're just gonna leave that for another day.
That is also a worry. But that's pretty much what we have going on for this week on the Wrong Opinions.
I would like to do a couple shout outs before we end this stream. I want to do a shout out to our fallen brethren, the original voice actor for Leon Kennedy of Resident Evil 2, Paul Haddad, died recently, and I just want to pay some remembrance to him for just being one of the most iconic video game characters in our lifetime. And thank you for lending your voice to a character who affected millions of people in the gaming world. And I just want to say rest in peace and take care.
All right, thank you guys for joining us today.
Thank you for joining.
And we will catch you in the next one.